Hello, my name's Chris, this is Blue Kraken Gaming, and welcome back to Satisfactory, where if you are enjoying the series, I would ask that you please consider leaving a like, a comment, or a subscription. Any will help the channel grow, and they help get it out in front of other people, so thank you very much to those of you that do that. Now, in our last episode, we basically started trying to hook up the logistics we needed to start getting the plastic and the rubber back over here to our main facility. And I left the episode with you guys with me building the skyway to bring it over here, which I have been busy doing, but you might be able to just see it in the background there. First off, let's have a look. Has Jack, our lizard doggo, got anything for us? 18 cooling systems. Right, good job. That's going straight in for tickets because we do not need cooling systems yet. So we may as well sink those straight away for the tickets, because that should be a big spike on our ticket expenditure. I did use a lot of the coupons that we had because I have picked up a lot more of the missing words are escaping me, foundations and the like that we might be using. Now, the reason I brought you guys back to, at this point is the skyway's not quite finished. As you can see, I've got it most of the way back, and I've got it down to this point because I thought what would be interesting for you guys is to see how I'm going to join it into the network over here, because I don't want to start at this end in case I'm like offset by 2. So what we're going to do, yeah, and that was what I was worried about, is I'm going to need to get some foundations under here. But those are ramped ones. Okay. How about we do that and we go down 6? And then maybe we can try and take those off after. Right. So we want it turning that way. Now the challenge I've got is I'm not actually up there, so I'm going to struggle to see how it actually looks. So we might have to come around here and try and see it from a bit of an angle. And that looks okay. Okay, and then we can grab this. And yeah, blueprint mode. There we go. Attach that on the front. Cool. And then attach that on the front as well. You're not going to let me have the angle, are you? Right, okay. Come on. At the moment it's trying to snap it onto the side of the one that I'm standing on. Right. Fine. What happens if I come over here a little bit? There we go. Okay. So I think we do that. And then we'll need to put another corner in. So glad I put the bit underneath, so I can kind of see which way it's going to be going. Now, what we're going to need to do from there is we're going to need to start bringing that back down to join to our road network. Or I might be able to use the network to start going up to it. But this is why I thought you guys would want to see this bit, because trying to connect the two ends of them is going to be the challenging part, and it's going to be, like I say, probably the interesting aspect. Because running this back over here, like I say, was just running... Why is that panel missing? Thank you. Yeah, running it back over to this point was genuinely just running the blueprints and grabbing a few bits and pieces. So, what I think I want to do is, I think that's going to be here. Right, and then let's start with our 4-meter double ramp. How does that line up? That looks pretty damn good if I say so myself. Okay. So we're not quite there. what happens if we do just one of those? And then one of those? And then what does that put us on? I mean, that makes it line up perfectly. But that is quite the bump to get up. But that won't do it. Okay, let's... because that winds up just a hair too short. Right, take that one out. Bum. That's a shame. Okay. In which case, what if we put the 8-meter one there? And then the 2-meter one there? No. We would need 2 meters there. And then that one there. And it's straight into a corner. That's the other downside. Because you're literally going to come up and try and get around this corner. I think what we're going to have to do, if we need that arrangement, I think we're going to need to do that there. I think we're going to need the shallower one there. And then we'll try and hook them up like that. Still don't like that, but it's the only way to make it line up. It's the only way to make it line up correctly. Okay. Fine. Does mean coming down, that's going to be a fun bump. Right, so that means you need to come out. You guys need to come out. 1, 2, 3. Which means it's going to be you and you as well. Okay. Then if we run up here and we put you out 3, we can do the same here. Right, and then we've got the shallower one there. And then, yeah, you guys go back down into the roadway. Cool. Okay. Happy with that. Does that mean we need to get rid of those guys so we can do turnings if we need to? Okay. Right. I do also need to run the industrial railing, although no, construction fence doesn't do that, tarp fence doesn't do that, and we know the road barriers don't, so it is back to the railings. Right, because that's going to have to be separated like that, and then like that. The joys not being able to zoom because I've had to change the gradient. Okay. And then we can just run this back up as well. Okay. So the next challenge is going to be sorting out the fuel for these guys. So what I think I need to do... Yeah, I haven't got enough for another Explorer, and the other one I've left behind somewhere. Okay. So let's put... have I got any... I haven't got anything to actually fuel that with either. Oh yeah, I have. I've got solid biofuel. Okay, that'll do. So what I think we're going to need to do is we're going to need to try and tap another oil node for us to make some fuel for any of the vehicles that we use for this to basically use to fuel themselves to do the driving. Oh yeah, I've got to finish putting this bit in because I was trying to do this bit from the ground. So let's fill in this part of the road as well, so that we've actually got a completed road. Right. Ooh. No. Oh, blast. That's going to have offset it slightly. The fact that that's off by that teeny tiny amount. Right then. Okay, well, I'm going to be rebuilding that then, so I will catch up with you guys in a couple of moments from the magic of editing as I shift all of this down slightly and see what that does to the other end. So, yeah, I'll be back in a moment or two. Okay, so just very quickly, that little change has made this line up perfectly, where I've been able to use the shallower ramp the whole way along, so it's got rid of that horrible bump. Right, so... yes, back to the other end, because, actually, let's just make sure we've got the bits we need. We do need a couple of refineries, need an oil extractor, yeah, 4 refineries, that should be enough, because we then also actually need to change our milestone while I'm thinking about it. Because what we're going to try and do to fuel these ones is, instead of using coal and making them go through that coal station, is I want to use petrol. So we need to change that to fluid packaging, which, we're just shy. And I don't have these steel bars on me. Okay, right. Well, seeing as I'm swimming in tickets and I don't want to run all the way back just to get this done, let's get steel beam and plastic. Right, actually, let's not do the steel beam because that is incredibly lazy, as that's just upstairs.
Thank you for purchasing a license for these Fix-It Awesome Shop products.
Right, okay, so come over here because we have got... No, they're empty. Okay. Right, well, we have got in here 7. Okay. Alright, so we don't have steel beams. Maybe it wouldn't have been lazy. Right, where were we? Parts. Right, okay. So then... Oh, and I'm missing the copper sheeting. That is upstairs. That's just in here. Not as full as I was hoping. Okay. Might have to have a look at that production line. Right. Throw that in there. Cool.
Milestone reached. Avoid the embarrassment of placing liquids in your pockets only for them to spread across your suit. Package and unpackage them with the packager. Packaging fluids allows them to be transported in your inventory, on conveyor belts, and by vehicles. For increased, non-pocket related fluid storage, you can now use the industrial fluid buffer.
I already had the industrial fluid buffer. But, okay, so we've now got that, which means the plan is going to be that these ones are going to run on fuel. And it might be that what we can do is we can change the ones at this end to be able to distribute fuel as well. But that's going to be a little bit of a further thought down the line. But at the very least, that all being lined up now is making life a lot easier. Because at least it's all nice and even. One of the joys of doing it all on the world grid, at least. But that was the bit I was trying to get this particular join up here all the way from the ground, because I was over at this end and I didn't want to run over to a join point to try and find it. So yeah, we've got the skyway. It is quite long, and at some point I will need to come back and wire in all these lights, but you know, we're going to need to make sure we've got the power for that, because that's going to use a fair amount of electricity. But yeah, we now need to set up another small oil setup just to make some fuel. Whoa! Okay, took that corner way too fast. And the other thing as well is the plan that I want to do with this, and I do when the dropship comes back, want to get Logistics 4 set up so that I can use the trucks for this instead of the tractors, because they'll be able to transport more materials, and this is quite the distance, so I do want to be able to properly make sure I'm grabbing everything I can from there. But this does also, in theory, well, it does make it easier to get backwards and forwards from this facility, which is nice. I will need to go and collect the Explorer that we've got at some point, because that is currently just in the middle of, not the middle of nowhere, it's by our quartz miners, but it's yeah, it is down there, so we'll need to get that straightened out, or at least rescued. But yeah, wow, that is quite a drive, but I'm happy with it. We've got it all set up, it does work, and it should be able to start moving stuff backwards and forwards. But like I say, we're going to want to get fuel set up, and it might be that we have to extend our docking station here a bit further out so we can get a fuel one in. Right, so let's have a look. First things first, where's our oil we've not touched around here? Up there. Okay, that's further away than I thought it was. And are they inside a cave somewhere? Can I see them ping? You're not going to ping again, are you? Because you're on the map. Oh no, there it is. Okay, alright. That's not too bad, because I can see that. Okay. Well, in which case, let's come over here and expand this floor out a bit more. We should have the blueprint for... yeah, thick concrete floor will do it. Right. Lock that in. Slide it over so it's lined up. Okay. Right, and then we're going to want... yeah, let's just do that a bit more. Because we're going to want some space for doing this. Right, okay. And then we can go... no, not a refinery. An oil extractor. Oh, just that bit too far out. Okay. That's in the, that cave over there. Okay. That's fine. Let's head over there then. So we've got 2 puddles of oil down here. Okay, so you're pure. And you're also pure. Blimey. Okay. I think we're just going to nick one of you for the moment. Right, and then I want to grab that bar. Copper sheeting is becoming... yeah, we're definitely going to need to go and look at that. We might need to try and find another copper... like, node to try and make use of for that. Because that's going to run a problem. Right, how much are you going to actually... how much are you outputting... wait, it won't let me slide uphill, that's what it's doing. Right, how much are you going to output? That's going to be question 1. 240. So if we just add 1 and target the 300... no, not 30. 300. Okay, which is what these pipes can handle. Cool. What we can then come over here and do is... we can start trying to set up our refineries. Right, so if we... Let's have a look. Where's our production? Refinery. So we're going to have the oil come in here. Right, let's just lock that. Give me a bit of room. Okay, so that exceeds the nudge distance. That's fine. Right, what about there? Nudge to that. Gives me a bit of a foundation around the outside. Okay, so if we told you to make fuel, you would do 60 a minute, and you'd make 40 fuel and 30 polymer resin. Okay, so we've got 300 divided by 60. So even that's still going to do 5 of these. Okay. 3, 4, and missing steel pipes. Steel pipes are one of the few things I've not put on the... Grrr! Okay. Take a breath. So, do we have a refinery solid out? No. Do I have a refinery liquid out? Although, to be fair, this is going to be outputting solid as a waste. Oh, this is because I had this weird sunk one, didn't I? Yeah, so that has got... Yeah, so why is... If I turn that off... Missing copper sheet. But that would do it. But I need to go get copper sheets. Okay, fine. Fine. Let's go get some copper sheets. Let's put copper sheets and steel pipes on the network. So yeah, I will drive back and I will catch up with you guys once I'm back here and I'm set up for that. So I'll see you guys again in a couple of moments. Okay, so we're back over at the main facility because the copper sheeting is a problem. There is no two ways around that. So it's just not increasing. What I have done is I've just replaced the container with a double one so I can add it to the network over there. And I've just done that with the steel pipes that we've got on this side because they're not being used for anything. They're just kind of stocking up. So I don't mind those being the ones we're feeding into the network. Now this, the AI limiters are still using the copper sheets, but we're not producing these at a great rate. So let's go and have a quick look at this chain and see if there's anything we can do about trying to increase the copper sheets. Now, those iron ingots look like they're getting backed up. Yes. So how many are we making? You're making 30. So we're making 90 iron ingots a minute. Okay, and how many are we using? 15. 30. 30. And 20. Okay. So you overclock slightly. You are. Okay. So we can overclock this one then. So then that's the 90 that we're producing over here. So that's going to do something. But, like, that's a Mark 1 miner? Yes. And we could do a Mark 2 miner, which would double the output. Like, what are you outputting at the moment? You're outputting 90. So if we were to... Where are we? Equipment workshop? Yeah. If we make 2 of these... there we go. Take that back down. Upgrade you to a miner Mark 2. You're now suddenly doing 120 a minute. Which means we can increase your production. There we go. So they're now both doing 120 a minute. What belt do we have here? That's a Mark II belt. Mark IIs can do 120? Yeah, that's fine. So then we just need to use another 30. Well, that shouldn't be a difficult thing to do. So we can put you there. Feed you there. Put you there and into there. And we can go copy, paste. There we go. We can then pop that there. Right, and that's going to give us some more copper sheeting. Like, I know it's not masses more, but that is another 15 a minute that we're spitting out. And overall, we're not using it for anything else at the moment. So as long as the AI limiters are kept up and we're able to build a backlog, that's the main thing I need from it. So, yeah, that's good there. Okay, so now we... I love that wire's running down. Yeah, now I think we head back over to the... I mean, WCIs were actually halving that out because we're sending some of it up into this dimensional depot. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, that's going to back up soon. Okay, so let's us have a look at our blueprint. So we've got our refinery solid, and that does 3 refineries. And we're going to need 5. I did just put a little stair ramp back in here, so that's easier for me to get back up and over to this. So I think that we get going with that. And we start... I'm wondering whether I get back over there and we maybe start that properly next episode. Oh, excuse me, sneeze there. Yeah, I'm thinking that's probably what we do. So I'm going to drive back over there, because by the time I get back there and do all the preamble, we're not going to have much time to talk about much. So I'm going to say, as usual, likes, comments, subscriptions, they all help the channel grow. They help get it out in front of other people. So thank you very much to those of you that do that. Thank you very much to my YouTube channel members. Your support is very much appreciated. Please don't forget that as a supporter, you do gain access to the save files for any of the open world games I'm currently playing. Also, don't forget, you guys do still need to let me know where you would like your signs, because at the moment they're in that kind of tucked away area, but I do want to move them and put them somewhere more prominent for you. So do have a look. You guys do have access to the world files, so by all means have a poke around the world file and let me know where you think it would look good. But like I say, other than that, thank you very much for joining me today, whether you're a channel member or not. I appreciate all of the comments and the subscriptions from everyone. I like the interaction with you guys. So thank you very much for joining me today. I hope you have a great day, and I will catch you all next time.